Hi there, Andrew Lockwood again here from Funded Trading Plus. I am the head of education. As you know, I'm super excited today to have another guest on our trader interviews. Today we've got Brandon. Brandon has been with us since 2023. And I think it's fair to say that over the years he's had quite a few attempts at trading. But it looks like that with persistence and hard work and dedication, maybe he's turning the corner. He's passed numerous evaluations and has now had 3 payouts, 2 back-to-back payouts, which I'm sure you'll hear about in a moment, and is now taking money in reward for his hard work. Brandon, welcome to the trader interview. Delighted to have you here. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm trying to stay level-headed because the trading life is very emotional, but it's very rewarding because you see the hard work you put in. So I'm excited to pop somebody out.
It's all about staying level-headed. I totally get that, and hard work and dedication. I'll tell you what, Brandon, before we get into the nuts and bolts, into the weeds of your trading, just a couple of questions really about you, how you got into trading in the first place. How long have you been trading? I know you've been with us for a few years, but what was your history?
So I heard about trading from a company called I Am Academy.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody introduced me to it, and I'm during COVID. So I was like, all right, 2020, I got to make $20. So I did it, and I had my own experience with it. I'm not going to bash nobody's company, but I was so eager to learn the process, and I think it was more about some other stuff and not learning the skills. So then I just kept I was always interested in the back of my mind. So for probably about 2 years, I was it's still stuck in the back of my mind. So me, I'm a huge believer in God. So I always feel like it's not coincidental. So I'm God keep posting in my head. So I'm all right. So then 2022 come up. I play baseball in Puerto Rico professionally.
Okay, wow.
I was in a dugout with my buddy named Ryan Hernandez. He's they call him the king of gold. They call him the golden boy.
Right.
Oh, for him, we were in a dugout and we were talking about something, and he brought up trading. He said he trade crypto too.
Crypto.
So he told me how crypto works and how Bitcoin every 4 years. I didn't even know that. So I'm interested. So I'm seeing him on Instagram. This dude got all these followers, and we were before the games, during pregame, he was a signal guy. So I'm seeing him looking at the charts. We got to play in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. He didn't even warming up. He in there just looking at the charts. So I'm always walking past looking. So then we were sitting there, and then we would chop it up about it. And after that, I started getting interested in it. So then I just started picking his brain a little bit, and then I don't even know how I found you all. I knew about I didn't have the money. So I was all right, equity. So I was all right, it's phase 1, phase 2 stuff. So I'm all right, I can't count how many times I've lost accounts.
Okay, so but you say that at the beginning, you really maybe didn't really know what you were doing, and that's why you ended up losing accounts.
The first time I did it, I forgot what it was. I would trade with no stop loss. So I was just all right, if it's going, it's just gonna go, whatever. But then you just so much trial and error. So then you just always think you learn from losing.
Yeah, you learn a lot from losing,
and you learn discipline because I feel the more you put into it, they always say, the more you put into it, the more you try to learn, the more you gonna grow slowly. But I always tell people, even with my baseball clients, I took my baseball skills and the way I teach into trading. If you don't try to run, you got to learn how to crawl and stand up, learn how to walk,
baby step.
Run, baby step.
It's really, you say that you learn a lot from losing. I think you learn a lot more from losing than you do from winning. That's one of the dangerous things when people come in and they start winning, and really it's just got down to luck, and there's no sustainability. So it's good that you've persevered. That's the main thing. A lot of our followers, a lot of our customers, maybe have felt like giving up in the past, but it really just does take dedication, perseverance, and so it's. I'm pleased to hear that. With that, you've had 3 payouts now. 3 payouts is more than a lot of traders, because one of the reasons why we wanted to get you on there to talk about it. So what I'm going to do now, Brandon, I'm just going to run through a whole bunch of little questions, like quick fire questions, just to get a bit of an insight into your sort of style of trading and so forth. So let's kick it off by asking you, what is your favorite trading asset? What do you trade?
US 30.
Okay, so you just trade the US 30, and that's it, yeah?
Yeah. I don't like to jump around because they all move different. I learned from taking so many losses, everything is different. For some reason, I'm doing that. So
okay, that's good. I mean, we have a lot of traders that just focus on one trading entity, one asset class. Yeah. It's better to be what do they say? Better to be a master of one than a fool of many or something. Yeah. So that makes sense. And why have you picked the US 30? Is that because you're in?
I don't know. I think I kept winning, and then like I could see like the flow of things. I think like with my time zone, it worked in my time zone. The way my work schedule, like with my work schedule, like early in the day, I'm really kind of just I'm busy. So around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I noticed I started winning more. But when I look at it, I kind of look at it like traffic. Like when everybody wake up around 8, 9 o'clock, cars like. And then when people like before lunch or the evening, you could drive through the traffic easier. So I look at it like my philosophy, how I see it is weird, but it worked. So I just look at it like when the world start waking up, consolidation, and then everybody working, before they take their lunch break, it's easier to get to A and B. So that's how I looked at it. So I like around 1, 2, I know the market closed at 4. Yeah. So I was in between maybe one to close because it was moving. I could see like the momentum faster.
Right,
so
okay, good.
It helped me out like that.
So what style of trader are you? Are you a scalper, or are you intraday, or would you be swing? Do you know the difference?
I don't think I really know. I think I might maybe like I feel like I snipe. I feel like I snipe the way I see it.
When I say scalper, are you a scalper basically in and out quickly? Or are you more sort of longer term, maybe in the trade for 2 or 3 hours? Or
I might be like in for 2 or 3 hours. I try to limit myself. Like I just use like the rectangle, and then when I see consolidation, I put the rectangle there, and I just.
Okay, so you're looking at chart patterns. Is this the breakout strategy you're trading?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, okay, right. And what time frame on the charts? You got the 4 hour, the daily.
4 hour. I look at the 4 hour.
So you're on the 4 hour chart, and that's basically where you take your sort of big picture overview of the market.
I feel like so when I first started, I used to be like 1 minute. So it'd be like, and I'm like, oh, it's going, and then I started losing. I'm like, bro. So I'm like 1 minute, it could switch, but like the 4 hour, that's momentum. And then like if it's like really like I still can't really tell, I'll look at the week. I'll sneak and look at the week, but the 4 hour, I'll look at the 4 hour, and then I'll look at either the 5 minutes or the 30 minutes, because I could tell it's gonna switch a little faster. So I don't want to get caught with like a little get wicked out or like an okie doke or something like that, because I know how the market is now. So like I look at the 4 hour because it's more like it's been going this way for a long time. I say if it hit like if the candle closing, that means the other ones, the earlier ones, is like. So I try to be like disciplined. So 4 hours.
I mean, that's interesting. I mean, a lot of rookie traders that come into the markets for the first time, and I've spoken to thousands over the years. They start off on the lower time frame charts. They start off on the minute chart, the 2 minute chart, and the reason why they do is because it's exciting. Yeah. All the endorphins are going off in your head, and people find that sort of exhilarating. And I see them out on the street; they're looking at their trades on the phone, and one of those. Because it's exciting. But in time, when they've been smashed about so much, they think, well, hang on. I mean, it might be exciting, but it's not very exciting losing money all the time.
No.
And that's when they scale up to the higher time frame charts. When I was a trader in the trading pits, I was literally I was a young man like you then, Brandon.
Yeah.
So, but that was really fast. But I'm too old for that now, and plus I want to make money, so I dialed it up a bit. So when you're trading, talk about risk to reward ratio. And I've been looking at some of your accounts that you've passed, and we'll maybe pull them up on the screen in a moment. But looking at risk reward ratio, what do you normally go for? Are you normally a 1-to-1, or do you like to take bigger profits than your losses, or that does not? That not matter?
I try to make a small loss. I try to make a small loss, but I don't try to be too greedy. See, like I learned like everything grows. It could be like a snowball effect. If you make $100 today, obviously you want to make $1,000, but $100 or $75 could turn into $1,000 in the blink of an eye. If I make $100 a day, if I make $100 a day, 5 days in a week, that's $500. We do it 2 times, then like it just
it builds up. So what about the do you monitor your percentage risk on each trade? So if you've got, say, looking at your accounts there, they're about $15,000 accounts. Do you have a sort of a maximum loss that you want to have? You not want to have, but you will allow on that $15,000 account.
I try not to go over like 100 to 150. My thing is, I don't really look at that. I look at my dashboard. So I always look at the daily, whatever my daily is before I trade. I look at my daily loss, because a lot of people lose. Because I feel like I kept losing my accounts, because even my phases accounts, my phase ones, I would lose those because I was killing my daily. So it's like, I could be, you got to be disciplined to not blow your daily drawdown. So that was helping me like stay in a good range, because I say the more you blow that, it could be gone, or
you have to reset.
Yeah, you got to reset, and it's like,
but the daily drawdown, depending, of course, on what account you've got, but the daily drawdown can be 4 or 5%, depending on. Quite a big loss to lose in a day.
Yeah, I try not to get too close to like whatever. Say if it's here, I try to stay at least a 50%, because I done lost a lot of money just from not being disciplined. And a lot of my losses, it was me.
I see. And so, do you follow the news at all? Do you look at the macro view? You haven't.
I tried that. Like I tried it. It made me thinking too much.
Yeah.
Think too much.
Yeah, that's the thing with trading. There's so many different variables.
Yeah, I feel like if I do that, I start gambling, and it makes me.
Okay, well that's interesting. A lot of traders try to be the master of everything, the fundamentals, the technicals, and they think they're big sort of fund managers in the city. And at the end of the day, we're looking at a candlestick. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down, and doesn't matter what the news does. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to do either. It often does, as we've seen this week with the rate cuts in the US. And the dollar ended up surging 1.5% on the rate cuts. Very good. Yeah,
it's been for me.
So how much time do you spend analyzing the markets before you actually hit your trading day? What's your daily routine, for example?
For me, I try not to trade. Like, I learned Monday and Tuesday I was losing more, so I'll go Wednesday to Friday. I feel like it worked for me. Like, obviously sometimes I did win on Friday, Monday, Tuesdays, but I feel like I was losing. So like the way I looked at it is more like everybody's starting to get their routine going, or however the market worked. And everybody don't get really locked in for the week until the middle of the week. So it's like, I feel like it was more fluctuating for me, because it was a lot of consolidation. And I felt doing it, I started guessing. So when I kept like guessing, I'm like, I lose $50, $20. I'm like, just pull out. Like, just stop. Just go train your kids and just come back tomorrow. But it took me 3 years to figure that out.
3 years. You mentioned quite a lot of metrics there about days of the week and so forth. Do you journal your trades? Do you actually keep a track of it, or do you just look at the dashboard?
I just look at the dashboard a lot and see like, all right, where am I losing? I look at the times, like what time am I losing? What times am I making a lot of money? And emotionally too, like when I go to trade during this time, if I got a client at this time and I put a trade in during my lessons, how do I feel? Or if I got a break, or I know I'm going towards more of the afternoon, how do I go off of my emotions? How do you emotionally, are you comfortable? Do you feel like you like not paying attention to them because you like this? Which one am I more comfortable with, and where am I succeeding more? I'm big on if you don't have to put a screw in it, don't put a screw.
That's a very good point to make there. I think journaling is so important, not just because it tells you what days of the week are better for you, but also the emotions of it. If you run journals properly, I know you might think you keep it up there, but the emotions, as we know, are the biggest challenge of any trader. getting it written down, and then when you do your analysis at the end of the month to see really how you felt, I think is really important. It sounds as though you're certainly on top of it, and I certainly think you appreciate that the emotions are the biggest challenge when it comes to trading.
Yep.
So holding trades, do you hold trades over the weekend?
No, I don't like that.
Never hold trades over the weekend?
I've done it before where like I was in a profit and I'm like, oh, it's good. And sometimes I think I did maybe once or twice. I wouldn't move my stop loss up. So then when the Monday hit and it go crazy, I end up losing. Like I'll be in profit and then the market go, I'm asleep. I'll end up hitting a stop loss that I'm like, so I was like, no, I'd rather just before 4 o'clock hit, whatever it is, I'm closing it. And then I'll start over again.
Are you still watching your trades on the phone when you're not at your desk?
A little bit, but like right now I'm not. But a little bit. I try to be like disciplined and just like put the trade in, trust what I see, and walk away. That's the hardest thing. But like
it is,
because then you see.
I tell you what I think, Brandon, is one of the hardest trades in the book. Is to sit on your hands and do nothing. I think that's the hardest trade. And most people are finding reasons always to be in a trade because of those endorphins and the excitement. Where the hardest trade is actually nothing's happening today. Yeah. I'm going to go and play baseball. I'm going to, it's it is the hardest trade, but that's the problem. And a lot of traders are trading on their phones. The temptation's always there. You're only 10 seconds away from being in the market and then you're telling your mates, "Oh, I've just made $500 more than you earn in a day, and I've made it in 2 minutes." What drew you to us here at Funded Trading Plus?
For me, like I try other companies, and for me, the communication. Like if I message you, if I go on like the live chat, it was fast. I didn't try other ones, and I didn't get back for like a week and a half, or maybe sometimes it was another company, they didn't even respond back. Yeah. So now
we have a full team behind that.
Oh yeah, so like for this, and then obviously when they did like the meta, what is it?
Meta quotes, MetaTrader 4 and 5.
Where I live, it sucked. We got bottom of the bunch, so like I only had a couple options. So then when I came to this company, back to this company again, they still work with the US, so I was like, all right, comfortable. I've worked with the people when I've blown account, they gave me second chances, gave me third. It's just being honest and being like helpful, and then I don't know
if you ever drop into the public Discord, but Simon, the CEO, he's in there all day long helping chatting to people. I mean, I don't know any other company that has the CEO getting his hands dirty, chatting to the traders. I mean,
even like when you withdraw, like taking out money, they honestly say, hey, you taking out this money, you probably need it, but we want to help you keep winning. So like you should like eliminate this. We can help you with this, but if you really need the money, just take it. Just know like this might happen. So I think that's the honesty, and then it's like they give you the opportunity to like feel like welcome, but then help you grow too.
Well, absolutely. That's why I am the head of education at FTP. We are, we're educating traders to learn how to trade properly, whether that's strategies, whether it's discipline. It's all inclusive there, and obviously you've got the funding there as well. So I'm delighted that you're finding the experience good. And as I say, we have that support team working around the clock all day long, which is great. You got paid out on the very recently. You took some payouts recently, didn't you?
Yeah. So I mean, it helped because like it helped me have pocket money. Like one time I paid like one of my bills with it. So
a couple of weeks ago, you took a nice payout, which was great. I just want to tell you what I'm going to do, because I looked at I know you've had some issues when you're starting off, and you said you were just learning. But I was actually looking at your dashboard before we jumped on. I was just going to share that now with you, and you talk me through this, because I really like this. I know you say you've had some little challenges there, but these are all your accounts that you passed, right? So you're passing these evaluations. But what I was drawn to, and I haven't gone into each and every trade, but what drew my attention on here what was this, and it happens to be on all of them. Okay, here you had 46 days, you had 88 trades. You actually had a losing win-loss ratio Look at but that's not bad because because a lot of traders think I've got to win more than I lose. And that's not necessarily the case when it comes to trading. Because what drew my attention here was the average winning trades 157, average losing trades 66. That's almost like 3 times the amount. Okay, again 30. So that was one there. And you go to this one down here. I haven't rehearsed this, but here you had slightly more winning trades, but again, your winning trades 214 on your average wins, 66 on your average losses. This is showing me that someone, without knowing you before, where we met about 10 minutes ago, this is showing me someone that actually now is quite disciplined. You're controlling your losses. This loss here, the average losing trade was 133 out of the 26 trades. The average winning trade was 206. So I'm really, really impressed with the way that you've controlled your losses. I see lots of accounts in the past, where we have, people making $100, and all of a sudden there's a $2,000 loss in there, and you think, well, hang on, that guy's lost control. He's come back with some issues there. So I was really impressed to see that. Is that something you're actually aware of?
Man, like sometimes I'll win because I feel like I was like kind of guessing. I didn't really have a strategy. I had a little bit of a knowledge of it, and I honestly think I was just getting lucky sometimes. Like I think this last one was really the one where I'm like, I actually fully confidently know how I won it, what I did, and I stuck to it. I feel like some of the trades that I feel like the market just went and I just kind of got lucky. I'm not even gonna be honest. But I feel like with this last one, I really feel like I wasn't guessing. I wasn't getting lucky. Like this strategy that I kind of came up with, I understand it. I see it different, and it worked because I know a lot of traders. They see the market and they got their own way of seeing it. In your eyes, when you look at it, you look at something that is for you. And that's one thing I always didn't understand because I learned basics. I did like a boot camp with Alex Gonzalez, I think from Miami. So for 30 days, I was like, for 30 days, I'm gonna lock in and learn the basics and how people see it. So the way he was breaking it down, I was like, he was kind of getting elementary with it. Instead of looking at candlesticks, he was looking at it from his own type of like style. He was using like the waves of the water. I don't know, that makes sense, but I'm like, that's not me. So what I did is I understood like the basics, like candlesticks, like reversal, like all that stuff like that. But I'm like, something not clicking. So I just swallowed my pride and my ego. And I was like, all right, I need to find my own style. So one day I was like, I'm tired of losing. I'm not losing this next account. I'm not losing it. So I said, I'm passing it. So I went on ChatGPT and I said, I understand this. Can you break it down like a 5-year-old? And the philosophy I come up with was literally, I think it was like the market that I had just saw. So I screenshot the market. I said, I need to break this down. I understand it like this, but something not clicking. And the philosophy, and whoever listens to this, you can try it. If you win, good luck. But if you don't, when I see consolidation, I go in the 4 market, the 4 hour, I see consolidation. I put the rectangle. And what I do is I put the rectangle, and then a little above like the rectangle, the breakout.
Yeah.
I look at a buy as if I use like the states. So like the state of New York is up. And I think about Florida being south, like a sell. So when I look at it like this, I see consolidation. So I think about this. If it's consolidation, Uber, I call it the Uber. The Uber is at the gas station. Don't hop in the Uber until you see the Uber about to leave. But wait for the Uber. So I wouldn't, when they get out the box, I don't hop in right away. I'll wait for it to get a little above it because I know, all right, momentum. Hop in the Uber and let it go to the TP. Or hop and go to New York or go to Florida. Sometimes I'll let it retest because I'll see it like about to if it start wicking, I'll wait for the candle to kind of close. And I think it's where people mess up. If you wake up in the middle of the night and the Uber took off to New York and it's way up here and you like, oh shoot, the market going, don't jump in. that Uber already gone.
And Brandon, I mean, it's kind of cold now in New York, and it's nicely warm in Miami. So
Yeah,
maybe we should start selling the stock market on that basis.
Yeah. Go, I'm not hopping in. If it's gone, it's gone. Because I'll wait for the Uber to come, wait for another gas station, and I'll catch the Uber when they come back. Because
Fascinating.
car down the street, don't go get it. Just wait for another car to come. That's how I look at it.
Fascinating. Well, that is a good point. You know, don't try and chase it down the street. Wait for the next one to come along.
Yeah.
So, Brandon, we're coming to the end now. So I really appreciate your time. Just if I could ask you, you know, you've been, say, with us for 3 years or so. What advice would you give to anyone that's maybe struggling the way you were struggling to begin with? What advice would you give to anyone if they're coming into trading for the first time or struggling?
Invest into your own craft. Invest into you. Don't try to be anybody else. Be you, because the way that you will see it is literally God made it for you. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be him, Andrew. Don't try to be nobody else but you. But the thing for you to figure out who you are as a trader is you have to do the work.
No one cares about you apart from you and your family. So why do you care about what other people are saying? It's you, your style.
Find your own style to be you, but for you to find your own style, you don't be scared to lose. When you lose, it's a W because you learn something. And if you win, cha-ching, you want money.
Yeah.
So just
don't be looking over the garden fence at what other people are doing, thinking that they've got the perfect life. It's yourself. So, Brandon, what does the future have in store for you when it comes to your trading? Are you going to take this to another level? Are you going to continue scaling up the accounts? What does the future have in store for you with regard to trading?
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep growing. I'm gonna keep learning. And when I get to the point where I'm making money where I've never seen before, that's when I'll teach other people. Because I feel like when you teach other people, you get blessings. If you can't bless somebody, you got to be a blessing to get a blessing. So
I totally get that. And you're preaching to the converted, because I've been trading for 40 years and and I love teaching. I've just literally been on the phone on the meetings today with aspiring traders. I love it, and it's just something that I take personal pride and satisfaction in that as well. If you can basically help each other, help other people as well.
Yeah, so I think just when you can't bless somebody else until you got to bless others to get a blessing. So I'm gonna keep learning. I'm gonna keep growing, and hopefully, God forbid, like if this is on my pathway, that I can help my friends and my family out, and probably strangers from around the world. I just got to keep moving and keep growing each and every day. Lose, I'm gonna learn. If I win, I'm gonna win.
Well, Brandon, thank you very much for joining us today. This is Brandon, folks. He hopefully has been an inspiration to you. Everyone starts at some place. Most traders go through the same. You might think you're alone, but most traders go through the same that everyone goes through. Hope you found this trader interview useful and insightful. Thanks again, Brandon.
All right, talk to you.